What is a sign in adulthood they were neglected as a child? Being shocked that their existence and actions are perceptible or meaningful to others. For example, they might easily blow off hangouts, not bother responding to texts, and show up late to things before quietly sitting down expecting that nobody really notices their presence or has any care whether or not they're around in the first place, unless it is presumably random convenient. Usually, it is surprising and hurtful to realize that this has actually made the other people feel bad, but it is done with the genuine belief that literally nobody cares and you have no possible influence on anybody's life or feelings either way. I don't trust promises that people make. I avoid conflict as much as possible and tend to look for an exit if things get loud or if people move fast. I try not to be a burden to anyone, but I'm always checking in with people to make sure someone cares about them. I don't like spending money on myself, and if anyone buys me anything, I feel guilty or like it might be held over my head. I find more comfort alone or with animals than most people. I'm worried that I'm constantly disappointing people around me or wondering why anyone would want to be my friend or a romantic partner. I'm working on all of it, of course, and keep a normal appearance as much as possible. But my mind never really stops, and I just wish I wasn't so sad all of the time. Fear of abandonment, especially completely unexpected. Believing people will find someone better or they get sick of you. Believing what makes you unique are actually flaws. And more reasons to leave. People-pleasing resulting in a lack of healthy boundaries, such as putting others' needs before your own and having a hard time saying no. And then once you do say no, wondering if they are mad or going to leave you. Not asking for help or having difficulty delegating. There's being strong and independent, and then there's being stubborn and refusing to rely on anyone else for any sort of help. Currently working, though, all of the above in therapy. For me, I literally do not ask for help until the situation is literally basically life or death. Asking help for physical tasks, mental health, advice, you name it. I'm a hyper-independent individual, and being vulnerable and open just isn't in my personality. Extreme defensiveness. Growing up, you felt like you had to fight to the death for what you knew was right, because you were constantly being told that things you saw in front of you or experienced firsthand didn't happen. Compulsive lying. For some people, if they weren't safe as a child to trust the adults in their life with their feelings, they can develop a sense of safety in lying. It helps them to feel like their personal inner truth is protected because nobody can invalidate it if they don't know about it. Don't do basic maintenance on themselves or wait until they deserve to have something basic, like eating something they like or going to a movie, sometimes taking a long shower or buying perfume. Other times it's things like sleeping in. They won't buy new clothes or the old ones are ripped, fallen apart. Things people don't think about doing that's part of your day-to-day. Someone neglected may have gotten that as a fucked up reward system from their parents. Trying to be nice to them is all but impossible. Any act of kindness, they immediately think you're up to something or want something in return. The concept of doing something for someone in their minds has always been tainted. They have a very hard time understanding unconditional love or simply being kind for no reason. For me, I'd like to add, I know almost everyone's footsteps at work. Like, everyone's. It only takes me a day or so to memorize footsteps. Some people I work with, the jokesters, also learned I'm really easily startled. So for a while they like to jump scare me, until I was like, yeah, I had a horrible childhood and this isn't funny to me, so they stopped. I am surprised that others talk fast and also stop mid-sentence when no one is listening and apologizing for everything. Man, my parents did a number on me. First, not wanting people to be behind them or look over their shoulder. I can't deal with this at all. It makes me very anxious, feel like I'm going to be scolded or attacked. Second, being over-prepared. Whether work, school, home, emergency kits, etc., or just in your bag or car, I have Band-Aids. Need a safety pin? Need Neosporin or Tylenol? Need a snack? Because you have to take care of yourself. And you can also then be a people pleaser.